You are the smartest in your circle, the unchallenged voice. But this comfort, this familiar praise, is a cage. It's silently costing you more than you realize. Your true potential lies dormant. You feel the dull ache of boredom. Conversations become predictable. Debates lack true friction. Your mind, a finely tuned instrument, slowly rusts from disuse, yearning for genuine challenge. Your innate curiosity begins to dim. Why explore when you already hold most answers your circle seeks? The thrill of discovery fades, replaced by the comfort of knowing, not learning. You crave someone who can push back, truly challenge your assumptions, force you to refine your arguments. That vital intellectual sparring is absent, leaving your mental muscles atrophied and weak. The constant praise, the unchallenged opinions, they subtly inflate your ego. You start to believe your own hype, mistaking comfort for genuine superiority, becoming less open to new perspectives. Complacency sets in like a slow-acting poison. Why strive for more when you're already at the top of your current mountain? The drive to climb higher, to reach new peaks, slowly evaporates. You stop actively seeking new knowledge. The urgency to learn diminishes when your knowledge already surpasses those around you. Your intellectual growth becomes reactive, not proactive, stagnating. Your friends start to rely on you as their sole intellectual compass. They come to you for all answers, rarely questioning, always accepting. It becomes a burden, not a compliment, slowly draining you. When you try to articulate complex ideas, you're met with blank stares or polite nods. They don't understand, and often don't want to. That feeling of being misunderstood, it's isolating. You unconsciously start distancing yourself from those who can't keep up. This creates a vacuum, leaving you socially isolated from potential intellectual peers. The top is a lonely place. You might not feel like an imposter, but you fear being dethroned. The pressure to maintain the smartest label becomes immense, an unspoken dread that stifles genuine expression and vulnerability. You internalize the pressure to always have the correct answer, to never be wrong. This stifles experimentation, prevents daring questions, and ultimately hinders true innovation and learning. Your wit, your subtle observations, your deeper connections, they fly over heads. Your humor becomes niche, unappreciated, making shared laughter rarer. A silent loss of human connection. Beneath the surface admiration, a subtle resentment brews. Others may perceive your insights as arrogance, or your knowledge as a constant reminder of their own limitations. It's an invisible barrier. You are perpetually the designated problem solver. Every crisis, every dilemma lands at your feet. This responsibility, while flattering at first, becomes an exhausting, unending expectation. The emotional burden of constantly giving advice, of guiding others, is immense. You pour yourself out, offering solutions, but rarely receive the same intellectual or emotional reciprocation. There's no one in your circle you can truly confide in intellectually, no one to truly debate complex theories with, or share your wildest thoughts. You bear that solitude in silence. Your grand ambitions, once boundless, begin to shrink to fit the confines of your environment. You unconsciously lower your sights, content with leading a smaller, less challenging flock. Your personal growth, once a rapid ascent, slows to a crawl. Without external challenge, without new perspectives to integrate, you cease evolving at your true, accelerated pace. Your relationships suffer from an intellectual imbalance. Your partner or friends may feel intimidated, or you, in turn, may feel a constant need to simplify. Connection becomes strained, less authentic. It becomes harder to genuinely respect opinions that seem ill-informed or superficial. You find yourself tolerating rather than valuing different viewpoints. Your empathy slowly erodes. Patience becomes a scarce commodity. You grow increasingly impatient with slower thinkers, with circuitous explanations, with anything less than direct, efficient intellectual exchange. It builds resentment. The quiet loneliness of the top settles deep within you. You are admired, respected even, but rarely truly seen or understood. It's a gilded cage, beautiful from the outside, empty within. Your highly analytical mind, without real complex problems to solve, starts overthinking simple situations. Everyday interactions become a labyrinth of imagined implications, causing unnecessary stress. You struggle to delegate, convinced no one else can do it as well or as fast as you. This belief keeps you overburdened, preventing others from growing, and you from true leadership development. The fear of being wrong, of revealing any intellectual chink in your armor, becomes paralyzing. It prevents you from taking risks, from exploring unknown territories where true genius often resides. People seek your validation more than your honest insight. They want you to confirm their existing beliefs, not challenge them. This transforms you from a mentor into an echo chamber operator. The exhaustion of constant mental output, without adequate intellectual replenishment, starts to weigh you down. You are always giving, rarely receiving, leaving you mentally depleted and weary. Your unique perspectives, once celebrated, become anomalies. They are too far removed from the norm to be integrated, causing you to censor yourself, dulling your true intellectual brilliance. The comfort of this cage, your known territory, becomes so ingrained that the thought of leaving, of venturing into the unknown, feels terrifying. You choose certainty over potential. You miss out on truly transformative collaborations. Without intellectual equals, you're always the architect, never the co-creator. Breakthroughs that require diverse genius pass you by. A subtle, almost imperceptible arrogance develops within you. It's not malicious, but a quiet certainty that your way is often the best way, making you less receptive to external ideas. You might occasionally encounter true peers, but your accustomed environment makes you feel perpetually undervalued by them. They challenge you, and that feels like criticism, not stimulation. There's a deep, unspoken yearning for a true intellectual equal, someone who understands your references, finishes your complex thoughts, and challenges you to be truly better. It's a profound void. Your once vibrant, shared passions retreat into isolated hobbies. No one around you shares the depth of your interest, so you pursue them alone, losing the joy of collective enthusiasm and growth. The weight of others' expectations for your brilliance becomes suffocating. Every comment, every idea is scrutinized for its genius, making authentic expression feel like a performance, not a contribution. You find it almost impossible to truly relax your mind. It's always on, always analyzing, always observing. The quiet peace of an untroubled mind becomes an elusive dream, forever out of reach. Your worldview begins to narrow. Confined by familiar perspectives, you lose the expansive vision that comes from diverse input. Your mental landscape becomes well-trodden, but ultimately smaller. Your internal monologue becomes your primary conversation. You talk to yourself, debate with yourself, because external discourse is rarely stimulating enough. The richness of shared thought diminishes. The pure joy of shared discovery, of learning something new alongside another curious mind, becomes a distant memory. The thrill of aha moments is experienced alone, and somehow less vibrant. You develop a subtle fear of venturing into truly unfamiliar intellectual territory. What if you're not the smartest there? The risk to your identity becomes too high, so you stay safe and stagnant. Your network becomes stagnant, uninspiring. It's filled with people who lean on you, rather than lift you. This limits your exposure to new ideas, new connections, new opportunities for real growth. There's a hidden financial cost. The opportunities for higher earning, for groundbreaking ventures, often arise in environments where you are challenged. You miss these, staying within your comfort zone. The emotional cost of suppressed frustration builds. You bite your tongue, simplify your thoughts, and keep your true intellectual self hidden. This internal suppression eats away at your spirit. The healthy self-doubt that fuels growth, that pushes you to question and improve, slowly erodes. You become too certain, too sure, losing the edge that once defined your intellectual hunger. Your comfort zone, once a refuge, transforms into a cunning trap. It feels safe, but it's where your sharpest edges are dulled, your boldest ideas left unvoiced, your potential indefinitely paused. You begin to simplify your thoughts, consciously or unconsciously, to be understood by your circle. This compromises your intellectual integrity, forcing complex ideas into reductive, palatable forms. The spontaneous joy of intellectual improvisation, of going off script and exploring tangents, is lost. Discussions become structured, predictable, devoid of the vibrant chaos of true discovery. The painful realization hits. You've outgrown your circle. They are good people, but they no longer serve your intellectual or personal growth. It's a truth you may suppress for years. The pain of letting go of old friendships, of connections that no longer serve your evolution, is immense. You cling to comfort, sacrificing your future self for the ghost of what once was. You wage a constant internal battle against the creeping complacency. Every day is a fight to push yourself, to remember what true growth feels like, a silent, exhausting war within your own mind. The unchallenged mind, over time, can breed bitterness and cynicism. You become critical, jaded, seeing flaws in everything because you've stopped seeing the potential for growth in others or yourself. You constantly carry the intellectual load for everyone. You initiate, you analyze, you synthesize. This burden, though invisible, saps your energy, preventing you from investing in your own advancement. You impose an exile from vulnerability, fearing that any admission of not knowing would shatter your smartest persona. This prevents genuine connection, trapping you in a fortress of your own making. The most devastating cost: you never truly know your peak. You operate at a fraction of your capacity, unaware of the genius you could have unleashed, the heights you could have scaled had you been pushed. That cage you built from comfort and praise, it didn't just contain you, it transformed you. It chipped away at your edges, softened your drive, and distorted your vision of what truly awaits beyond. The quiet comfort stole your daring. It whispered tales of safety, of predictable success, until the very thought of a bold leap felt like madness. Your courage, once fierce, now lies dormant. Victories, when unchallenged, lose their luster. There's no hard-won satisfaction, no triumphant roar, just a quiet nod, a polite applause, and the hollow echo of what could have been a true triumph. You grew comfortable in the assumption of your expertise, never needing to truly prove it. This comfort breeds a dangerous fragility. Your knowledge, untested by fire, could shatter under true scrutiny. Your circle became an echo chamber, reflecting your thoughts back, amplified. You heard only agreement, never discord, and in that comforting reverberation, the unique timbre of your own voice was lost. The true, hidden cost: you settled for being the smartest in a room of comfort. You traded challenging growth for unchallenged mediocrity, mistaking local dominance for global significance. You lost yourself. You spent a lifetime not knowing what true genius felt like, because you were too busy being merely smartest. That unlived life, that unfulfilled potential is the ultimate heartbreaking cost. The cage of comfort you chose wasn't just a limit, it was a thief. It stole your drive, your hunger, your very definition of potential. It ensured you never truly found out who you could have been. And that, my friend, is the cost.